Hello, welcome at the RME booth. Matthias Carstens here, talking about the latest RME innovation, the new HDSPe MADI card. Now, we had a MADI card before in PCI format, we had a MADI card in PCI Express format already, but this is the new MADI FX card. And, well, maybe FX is not so interesting for you, but you should know how many channels this card has, and if you look here on the monitors, you already get an idea, and you're correct, it's about 390 channels. So, how do we do this? The MADI card now has 3 MADI inputs. Each MADI input is 64 channels. We have 1 AS input and output, and we have 1 stereo analog output for the headphones. That sums up to 194 input channels and 196 output channels, gives a total of 390 channels. Good calculation. So, this card is a new performance monster. I can easily show here, we have a normal iMac computer. Now what did we do? We used the iMac computer to drive 2 displays. One display is connected via Thunderbolt. Now from the second display with Thunderbolt, we go with another Thunderbolt cable to a new Sonnet breakout box. It's called Echo Express. It's a Thunderbolt to PCI Express chassis. And in this chassis we mounted the PCI Express card, the new HDSPe MADI FX. So, you can now see here 3 monitors are needed for all the 192 channels, of course, but you can also see something is going on. What is going on? We have a special test software running. This one generates a test signal on all 196 outputs. We have a simple loopback cabling here. The signal comes back into the card and is analyzed from the software. So we're doing like playback recording without hard drive all the time, constantly. We use a sample buffer size of 14 samples. You can see this here. And we have 0 errors while transmitting. Now, you can move the window, you can use the EQs, you can shift anything, 0 errors. Means no clicks with 14 samples and 390 channels working. And remember, this is a little bit unusual setup. We didn't put out the latest whatever Intel CPU 100 core monster machine with PCI Express. No, we use your office machine with 2 times Thunderbolt to a really nice new expansion box from Sonnet, like I said, and it works. So there are 2 more interesting details. The performance of the TotalMix software is really amazing in terms of graphics. So one example, I mean, if I put this window and just move it around, the CPU load is not getting much higher because we use Cocoa with OpenGL. So the same happens if you go to the first channel here and open all the EQ panels of all 194 input channels. It's smooth, amazing, and the CPU is not going up like crazy. Really nice. So the second point is to use and to handle all these 192 channels in real life, in your daily work. We had to implement some new ideas to make it usable. And one of these concepts is the to hide channels. Basically, let's say you have a drum track, a complete drum set, 10 to 12 channels with microphones or whatever coming in, and you have another 4 channels of electronic drums, but they are far away because for whatever reason it's coming in like that. And you see 194 channels and you have no clue where you are. So what you can do is you can hide all the channels in front of the drum, after the drum, before the electronics, so you just see the rest of the mix that is relating to your drums. Just an example here, I click one button and change to a different layout. We call this channel layout. And you see only this part of the mixer. The mixer is still fully functional and everything is there, but you only see this part. You can here easily select 6 different layouts or channel layouts to view only the things that are interesting for you. only the horn section, only the violins, some submixes, whatever you want. In the same way, we expanded the functionality for the MIDI remote. In the dialog for all this, you can also select the MIDI channels. That means if you come back to a typical application, is the Mackie control or the similar Behringer stuff. We always have an 8-channel block, and now you want to control the first 2 channels, and then from 10 up. So you have to move your 8-channel block from 1 to 8 to control everything. But with the new hide channel feature, you can hide only the MIDI remote channels. So your control will see channel 1, channel 2, and then as next, the third one is in channel 10 and 12. Yeah? So you can hide channels, you can hide the channels from the MIDI remote control, and all this makes this vast amount of channels usable in real world. Availability of this card is expected summer, maybe June, we'll see, and the price will be around 1,500 euros. So I think it's the opposite of expensive.